This is Jennifer Gardner. This is my presentation on Greg Mortenson, Hero or Goat. As a background, Greg Mortenson was born December 27, 1957 in St. Cloud, Minnesota. His family moved to Tanzania, East Africa, where his parents were teachers with a Lutheran Mission Society when he was just a newborn. He's the oldest of 4 children. He was especially close to Krista, his youngest sister, who had severe epilepsy. The family moved back to Minnesota when he was 15 after his parents completed their mission. He served in the Army as a medic, received honors degree in nursing and chemistry from the University of South Dakota, and devoted 3 years to his passion in mountain climbing, going from the Sierras of California to the Himalayas of Nepal. In 1993, Mortenson attempted to reach the summit of K2, the second highest mountain in the world between Pakistan and China. He wanted to honor his sister Krista after she died. Unfortunately, he failed to reach the summit as he stopped to help in the rescue effort of a fellow mountaineer during the climb, which depleted his energy. On his way down from K2, Mortenson got lost. He wandered into Corfe village, where they nursed him back to health. To repay the kindness, Mortenson agreed to come back and build a school in this remote, inaccessible village of Pakistan. Back in the U.S., he was unsuccessful in attempts to raise the $12,000 estimated to build the school in Corfe. Mortenson published an article in American Himalayan Society journal that caught the attention of millionaire Dr. Jean Hoerni, who gave a single donation to cover expenses for building materials. Mortenson returned to Corfe, but had to build a bridge to access the village before the school could be started. The school was finished in 1996, taking 3 years to complete. And that's a picture in the upper right-hand corner of the school in Corfe. In 1996, Dr. Hoerni created the Central Asia Institute, known as CAI, and he made Mortenson the executive director. Mortenson was able to continue to build schools in remote areas of Pakistan and Afghanistan. He becomes an author in 2006 as he and David Oliver Rellin co-author the book 3 Cups of Tea. In 2009, Mortenson wrote a sequel, Stones into Schools. 3 Cups of Tea was on the bestseller list for 4 years. It sold more than 4 million copies and is required reading for U.S. servicemen bound for Afghanistan. In a Dawn article, it says, 3 Cups of Tea is a tale of redemption and overcoming odds. It represents the American hero at his best. Mortenson said, if you teach a boy, you educate an individual, but if you teach a girl, you educate a community. He focused the schools and the education for girls. He organized Pennies for Peace, where school children in the U.S. could donate pennies to pay for school supplies around the world. From 2006 to 2011, Mortenson promoted his books, raised funds for schools, and was a public speaker and advocate for girls' education. In 2011, allegations against Mortenson by 60 Minutes and an online article, 3 Cups of Deceit by John Krakauer, said that stories in the books were not true, mismanagement of funds in the Central Asia Institute, and the nonprofit paid excessive expenses for travel and book promotions for Mortenson. Although they found that funds were misspent in the nonprofit organization, there were no formal charges of fraud or criminal activity brought against Mortenson. In 2012, he was required to repay $1 million to the Central Asia Institute and resign as the executive director. However, the Montana Attorney General Steve Bullock said, CAI's mission is worthwhile and important, and its accomplishments, driven by the vision and dedication of Mortenson, are significant, as even their harshest critics acknowledge. Mortenson published statements about his innocence during this time. In January of 2014, he was interviewed by Tom Brokaw, where he said, I stand by the stories. They happened, not always in the sequence or timing in the book. Included is a link to watch the interview on YouTube, and it's very informative. It's about 5 minutes long. I believe that Greg Mortenson, he was some of both, hero and goat, and isn't there a little in each of us? Here are my works cited, and thank you.